Welcome back to Superior Sunrise. With me now, John Jeffrey of BioZyme, no stranger to Superior Sunrise. Happy to have you on here again. And yesterday, we had a full day of selling cattle, and there were so many cattle that came across the screen that had that BioZyme logo on it, and those cattle just look good. Their visual appearance, you can see a notable difference. Outside of that visual appearance, tell us what the performance advantages are in using BioZyme in a herd.
Well, there's a lot of ways to look at how we do that. So again, Amaferm is the thing that makes us special. It's our proprietary fed through microbial. So if we're looking at a cow herd and we're talking about getting cows bred back, and we look at our conceptated mineral, getting those cows bred back quicker, getting those calves coming in the first 60 days or less, more uniform set of calves that wean off heavier. So we're looking at adding 25 pounds to your weaning weight in the first year and potentially up to 50 after year 2. If we look at a stocker operation, we're looking at least a quarter of a pound of gain a day. And so we can do the math. In 100 days, that's an extra 25 pounds. We saw what cattle sold for yesterday, so that's money in your pocket. And when we think about the climate that we're in terms of we have drought areas, we have high fuel prices, high grain prices, all the things that are important to what we do, anything that we can do to make those animals healthier and more efficient, which Amaferm does. When we write that check at the beginning, it may be a little scary because we're not the least expensive product, but we're the best. It's that check at the end that's important, and we're all in the business of selling weight, so we have to keep that in mind.
You touched on that there just at the end a little bit. You know, everybody is struggling with this drought right now. Producers, we talked about this in Corn Belt, but I think it's important to stress again because people are looking for options for what input costs do they cut? Where are they going to start saving money? And how does BioZyme, in terms of drought, what is that advantage you see there? How is that helpful in what they're feeding their animals?
Right, so we're trying to extend our standing forage, what we have left if we're in a drought, and our hay pile. So the way Amaferm works, and in terms of how it helps the animal take that forage and digest it and utilize it better, that's what we do. Amaferm can take bad forage and make it great, or we can take great forage or good forage and make it even better. So you've heard those saying that a cow can starve on a bale of hay if it's poor quality. We can help that cow take poor quality forage and actually utilize it better. So the bottom line is it's all about nutrition and how to break down what we feed them and get the greatest utilization out of it.
We're here at the sale. Everybody's selling their cows. We're in the middle of that season, but breeding season's coming up just around the corner. I know it's a few months away, but it's a good time to start thinking about, what do we need to be doing to prepare for that. Concept date is something that can be beneficial in a herd. What's the advantage of using it there?
So the last trimester is when the greatest demands on her body. 75% of that fetus grows in that last trimester. She's getting ready to give birth, and we're trying to get her bred back. Concept date is designed to help do those things in terms of, we have Amaferm, of course. It has 800 IUs of vitamin E, which means that helps the reproductive tract repair quicker. It has some research that shows it has an advantage on clinical mastitis, and we help cows clean faster. So we get those cows in better body condition score, we get them bred back quicker, which again, we go back to getting all those calves within the first 60 days, a more uniform set of calves that weigh off heavier, that when they're uniform, they sell better here on this screen too.
Thank you, John, so much for coming on. Be sure and contact John or anybody in the BioZyme office if you're looking to get some of those products in your herd. When we come back, Tate Berlier of Ag Risk Advisors joins us. Stay.